Hi guys, how are you all today? Welcome back to my channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
So in today's video, I'm going to be answering all of your PCOD questions. Now, I keep getting a ton of questions on Instagram, on YouTube, over DM, over comments, even mails, okay? So I thought let's just do a combined video. I asked you guys for all your questions over Instagram. Hopefully, I'll be able to answer most of your questions. If at all I don't answer any question, it's because I either don't know the answer to it or I want to read more about it and then get back to you. So please don't think that I'm ignoring your question. It's just that I don't want to give you any information that I don't have myself. I have made a couple of videos in the past on PCOD as well, my PCOD journey, what I eat, things like that, and I will leave them linked either here or down below in the description box. So if you want to watch those, actually please watch those. When this video is over, you go and watch those, and I'm telling you those will be really helpful as well. For this video, all I want to say is I am not a medical practitioner. I am far from that. So I'm not a doctor. Whatever I'm saying is out of my own personal experience. Things that have worked for me, this may or may not work for you. So I just want to give this as a disclaimer. I've got a lot of DMs in the past saying, you know, whatever you recommended has worked. So if it can help anybody, I would be really happy. But in no way am I trying to say that this is the only way to treat PCOD or there's no other way and what others are doing is wrong. Do you get the idea? So just wanted to put it out there. Without further ado, let's get started. So the first question we have is, how did you get your period back, with contraceptive pills or without them? So I have never taken contraceptive pills, okay? I did buy a pack of them, but I never took them because my grandmother was totally against the idea of taking those. So I wanted to go for a more natural way of curing PCOD. Also, the thing is, when you start taking these pills, your body gets used to it, and the moment you stop, you'll go back to normal. When you're following a more natural way of curing it, you're not just curing PCOD, but you're also curing a lot of other lifestyle issues that come with it. Okay, so that's why I wanted to go for a more natural, a more organic way of curing it. So never have I had contraceptives. Okay, next question is, what should I do about facial hair? Now this is a question that's come in so often, face hair and body hair. Unfortunately, there are a very few options that we have. You can either get the laser treatment done, which is pretty expensive. You can get waxing done, which I think most of us get done, or you can shave. For the face hair, I generally use the facial razors that come on, you can find these very easily on Amazon. I will leave a link down below as well. You can use those, very good. Even if you have acne prone skin, you just want to be really gentle and, you know, be really easy with your skin. You don't want to be really rough or hard. I think it's such a myth कि लोग बोलते हैं बाल बहुत थिक आते हैं, उसके बाद कोर्स आते हैं, शार्प आते हैं, and लड़कों जैसे बाल आते हैं. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. It hasn't happened with me. So I mean, from my own experience, it's not happened. But again, our bodies are different, our skin is different. So I am only saying this out of my own experience. When it comes to the body, I usually go and get waxed. But because right now we're all at home, I have been shaving. So unfortunately, we don't have a lot of options. I do want to try out laser. Maybe in the future I will. And if I do, I will make sure you guys know it. I might even vlog it. So I will keep you guys updated. But as of now, this is what I do. Next question is, has your cycle been completely regular, 28 to 30 days after diet control and exercise? No, my cycle has not been completely regular. I would not say 28 to 30 days. It's somewhere between 28 to 33 days. But I think as long as it's happening in the same week of every month, so week 1, 2, 3, 4, as long as it's in the same week, I think that's fine. Okay, next question is, how to balance hormonal imbalances which are causing PCOD? Now this again is a question that came in a lot of times. So hormonal imbalance is one of the most important things when we talk about PCOD. So if you have PCOD, your hormones are somewhere going here and there. So you want to like make sure that is fixed. Now how do you do that? Lifestyle changes, of course. I've also been taking a dietary supplement that I spoke about on my stories as well. And so many of you were like, this is so good, like, you know, tell us more about it. So I'm just going to show you what it is. It's from this company called Zenith Nutrition, and this is Chaste Berry. And it says regulates hormonal imbalance in women health formula. These are kind of like capsules. So all you want to do is take whatever intake is advised for you. And dude, I can't tell you, when I'm PMSing, my mood swings are literally the worst. Like, you ask my friends, they will tell you. So this helps cure those physical and emotional PMS symptoms as well, by the way. And it's also really good for balancing your hormones, for balancing your hormonal activity during PCOD. So it regulates hormonal imbalance and it regulates your menstrual cycle as well. Apart from that, it even improves fertility because of its effect on your hormones. So in one bottle, you get 60 capsules, and it says right over here, no sugar, no preservatives, no corn, no soy, no dairy, yeast-free and gluten-free. So all of that is something that, just makes it perfect. One thing I do want to say is this is not a one-shot thing. Like, it's not like you're just gonna have this and overnight your PCOD problem will just vanish. It's a lifestyle addition, and it's just something that will holistically improve your lifestyle. So after your meals, whatever intake is advised, you guys can see it's like a capsule, okay? So you want to have that, and I think it's just something really nice to add to your whole lifestyle, to add to your whole day. It's got this active herbal formula that is really good for supporting women's health and nutrition. So if you want to try this out, the link will be down below as always. It's just something that I feel has been working really well for me. And I wouldn't recommend something that hasn't worked well for me or something that I haven't tried myself. It has worked for me and it might work for you. And for the problem that we're all facing, I think it's just something meant to help with that. So a good lifestyle addition, don't take it as a medicine. It's just to be taken as a dietary supplement, and that's what it's about. So if you want to buy this, as I said, links are down below. Okay, next question is not having periods regularly a very serious issue, or does it heal with time? It is a serious issue if you don't take care of it. See, you'll get to know if there is a problem, okay? So if you treat it on time, it is not going to be a big issue. It's in fact going to be nothing at all. You're going to be just as fine very soon. The sooner you start taking care of it, the sooner you see results. So that's what I follow, and that's what I always tell everybody who reaches out. It's you who has to get up, do things, change your lifestyle, because the ball is in your court. You can either treat it or you can just let it be and not do anything about it. And then if you don't do anything about it, then it becomes a serious issue. So right now it's not, provided you take care of it. Okay, next question is somewhat related. What is the one tip which kept you going? Tips to put your mind to losing weight. The one and only thing that kept me going was seeing that weight, the goal weight on the weighing scale. Just visualize it, okay? Visualize standing on a weighing scale and seeing your ideal weight on the weighing scale. And that is what kept me going. That's what's going to get you going. Your friends, your family, I can motivate you all you want, but eventually it's you who has to keep going and not give up. Okay, next question is how to avoid acne and pimples during periods. Now this is very common, and because of whatever hormonal imbalances are going on in your body, because of that we get a few pimples here and there. I've got a few pimples going on right over here. So before your period this happens, and that's pretty natural, so you just have to accept it. You can put the best acne ointments and all, but what's natural is natural, okay? And acne is something, especially during your period, is very natural. When it's because of stress or when it's because of pollution, that's a separate thing. That is something you can take care of, but this is so natural. I mean, you can't really do anything about it. Might as well embrace it. It's fine. There's no problem. Okay, next question is, I've heard mixed opinions on regulating dairy consumption if you have PCOS. What's your point of view? So for me, I never ever stopped having dairy. And in fact, there was another question very similar to this one. Is it necessary to cut dairy food, especially milk? Because I love milk, curd and paneer. Girl, same. I cannot live without paneer, okay? So I never cut that out of my diet, never. And I would never even suggest cutting something off completely, because without dairy, how are you going to get your calcium? There are a few other sources as well, but this is such a rich source. And you can't just I would never recommend just cutting something off. But again, I'm not a medical practitioner and I'm not a dietitian or a nutritionist. So this is just out of my own personal experience. My dietitian told me we don't cut anything off. Okay, I was eating mangoes, I was eating paneer, I was having milk, all of that. And I mean, I did just fine. So, the key is to balance. It's to make sure that nothing is in the extremes. It should be very moderate. Okay. Next question is losing weight a solution? Yes, it is. Having a balanced diet, as I said. I feel like diet is the only thing I'm stressing on in this video, but trust me, 95% of my problem was away because of just having a good balanced diet. You just want to balance it all, and I'm telling you, half the problem just goes away right there and then. And then you want to exercise and just take care of your body overall. And then you tell me, you notice the difference, and you tell me in 1 month, you tell me if it's worked for you, okay? What are the telltale symptoms of PCOD? So a few of them, okay? A few of them are very common. One is excessive facial hair growth, excessive body hair, acne of course, weight gain, and irregular periods. Irregular periods are like the most important thing. If your periods are here and there, they're not regular, sometime you're having it in the beginning of the month, sometime you're having it in the third week. If it's not according to a pattern, that's one of the most important signs that you should consult a gynecologist. Self-diagnosis sometimes can be the worst. So just if you have these thoughts in your mind, if you have that sort of doubt, visit a gynecologist. Which brings me to the next question. Visiting a gynecologist is good or not? What should I do to cure it? So I do have a complete video on how I cured PCOD. Here I'm just answering questions, but there I was talking in detail about everything I did. So I will leave it linked right here and even down below in the description box. Visiting a gynecologist, yes, please do that, because I can tell you things from personal experience, but only a gynecologist who has studied this thing for a long time they'll be able to actually tell you what to do. And then of course, if you want to do the contraceptive thing, or if you want to take care of it naturally, or if you want to go for homeopathy, that is your call. But to get tested and to understand what is going on in your body, I think a gynecologist is the best thing. How does PCOD affect your relationships, if at all? It does not affect any relationships, whether it's a relationship with your partner, your parents, your friends. It's something literally so many people are going through, because it's a lifestyle issue. If your partner, or if your family, or whatever relationship you're having an issue with, talking about this, I think if they're not understanding this, you need to talk it out. You need to communicate, and you need to comprehend what's going on. Okay, it's very common, and I'm so glad that more people are talking about it, and this whole stigma is going away. And there was another question: how do you deal with the stigma? I think, in fact, thankfully, the stigma is reducing. It's going away, and more people are talking about it. Why? Because there's a lot of awareness thanks to social media. I am so glad that I'm able to contribute to that myself. If you look at the comments on my PCOD journey video, you'll see how openly people have talked about it, and how openly this thing has been discussed. And I'm so glad that we're just helping each other out. Okay, we are literally, I can see sisterhood in us, if I may put it that way. Next question is, are you afraid that you might be infertile? Is it even that common? Well, initially, I think everyone's afraid. As soon as you're diagnosed with this, I think there is a little bit of that fear. But I think that's very normal. It's very natural, to feel that way. So yes, I was afraid. But then once I started having my period regularly, I was just, it didn't bother me as much then, because then I was like, this is pretty normal, and now I'm like, fine, Again, as I said, the ball is in your court. So it depends on what you do with it now. You can either take care of your body, or you can live with this fear that this is going to happen, that is going to happen. Might as well use that time and take care of yourself. And please don't be afraid of it, okay? Please don't have this fear in your mind that, oh, ab ye kya hoga? How will I have babies in the future? You will. There's nothing to worry about. Stress, in fact, adds to this whole problem. So if you can, just try to avoid this whole topic, and just try to focus on your well-being and on your health. You are on your journey to treating it right now. As you watch this video, the very fact that you're watching it means you want to take action and you want to do something. Don't be afraid. We're going to do this together. I mean, that's why I am here. I'm here to help you out with this. So don't worry at all. Is it possible that someone has PCOD but without weight gain? Yes. See, your body shape, your weight is also something that depends a lot on genetics, on your parents or on their parents, and it kind of comes from that as well. So it's not just limited to having PCOD. There are a lot of factors in this whole thing. It's your body at the end of the day. It's a combination of factors that influence everything that's going on. And each body is different. So for each person, the symptoms might also be different. What type of exercises should we do? Rigorous, medium, or light? I do light exercises. Okay, I'll do like 10 squats in the morning, 10 in the evening, and a brisk walk. I don't do anything too much. None of those heavyweight gym exercises, none of that. Just to keep the blood flowing in your muscles, just to kind of work it out a little bit. Nothing very heavy. But then again, if you want to do heavy exercises, you can. If you want to do light exercises, you can. The goal is to just stay a little active. So I will leave a few good video ideas down below in case you want to check them out. It's pretty good stuff, easy stuff, like 10-15 minute workouts. 10-15 minutes so we can take in a day out for ourselves. So just try to do that, and I think that should work. I'm having PCOD since 7th class. I tried homeopathic medicines, but it didn't work. I'm 22 now. As I said, sometimes homeopathy does not work, sometimes allopathy does not work. I had homeopathic medicine as well. It didn't work for me either. So girl, we're in the same boat. Consult a gynecologist and see what they say. And even after that, if that doesn't work, try the natural method, because I'm telling you, it worked for me, and I know it works for so many people. So try that out, okay? And see if it works. Otherwise, you can always take the allopathic medicines, and those will obviously work. But try to see if it works this way, and that's that. How to control hair growth issues related to PCOD. So if you're talking about hair growth, I would highly recommend oiling your hair. I use coconut oil, and I even talked about it in another video, my hair care routine. So that is really, really good. You can use that. Focus on whatever problem you're facing and try to target that. There is no one-shot pill that you can have and PCOD goes away. It is something that you just have to take care of your body, dude. I think that is the most important thing you can take away from this video. So those were all of the questions. I really hope I've been able to cover all of the points that you guys had. As I said, if I missed any question, I probably haven't taken it because I don't have the answer to it myself. And when I do, I will let you guys know. I don't want to give you, anything and everything. I only want to talk about things that I myself have experienced. So that's that. I hope you guys understand, and I really hope that in the comments, let's keep it positive. Let's help each other out. Talk about your PCOD story. Let's have an open conversation. Maybe we can all benefit from this whole thing. I can read your suggestions, and maybe there's something beneficial for all of us in this. So try to keep the comments really nice and positive. Ask your questions, and I will try to reply to as many as I can. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Leave your comments down below letting me know what other videos you want to watch. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new here. One last thing before I leave, I do go live on Instagram very often. So if you want to have a chit chat sometime really soon, make sure you follow me. My profile is right over here. I also post a lot of OOTDs, fashion stuff and all of that. So if you're interested in that, my profile is right over here. And other PCOD related videos will be linked down below. So make sure you watch those. What I eat in a day, my PCOD journey, all of that is down below. Even my detox diet, okay? So make sure you watch those. As always, this is from my personal experience, and if the problem still persists, please consult a medical practitioner, a doctor, a gynecologist. I hope that helps, and I will see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.